section formula only. Okay, your exams are also going to for
Yes,
class.
that's why.
Okay.
I'm very for it.
But after your exam, just go through it and the videos. Okay, otherwise
Ma'am,
everything.
can I show the section formula?
Yeah, this is the section formula. In fact, I was waiting for everybody to join. This is your section formula. Okay, when the point is going to divide the line segment in from middle. Okay, when it is an internal division. Okay, when the point is going to divide it internally. Understood, Shazan? Like this is your line AB and this is your P point. Okay, then this value of P is given by this section formula. Understood? And here A value is x1 comma y1 and B value is x2 comma y2. Understood? No one else is joined. Okay. And here P, this P point only you have taken out. This is the value of x comma y and this P is x comma y. Okay. So this is the section formula. When P is dividing the line segment internally. Okay. Then it will be m1 x2 plus m2 x1. Okay. m1 के साथ x2 आएगा. Okay. If you are taking m1, then x2 will come. m2 x1. Okay. Similarly, the second one only x will be replaced for y coordinate. Okay. And m1, m2 are the ratio. This ratio m1 and m2. Understood? Okay. Now, when I was telling that when the point is dividing the line segment internally. Now, the case will also be there when the point is going to divide the line segment externally. Okay. That this is your like this you see here. Okay, that A, B and P is outside this line segment AB. Okay, then instead of this plus sign, the above plus sign, in fact the plus sign will be changed into minus sign. Everything remains the same, only the plus sign will be converted to minus sign. Okay, now any doubt, Shazan?
Ma'am, I understood a little bit.
Okay, just you are not concentrating for class 10s and nowadays, that's why you are understanding a little bit. Okay, see.
Ma'am, so what can I do, ma'am? I need to study the SST and all for class 9 also. I need to learn a lot of things, that's why. But I try.
Okay. This is your A, okay, which is this is your point A, and it is written by x1, y1. Okay. Now this is your point B, which is given by x2, comma y2. Okay. This is your point P, which is we are just assuming it as x and y, and the ratio in which the line segment is divided is m1 and m2. Okay. Then the value of this P, okay, this P will be equal to, or you can say xy. Xy value will be equal to, you see it carefully, so you don't need to remember much. Okay, ratio is m1 m2. Okay, the denominator will be m1 plus m2. Okay, understood? Now m1 c, it's comma, so the first number that I'm writing inside this bracket, this is going to represent the x coordinate, this will represent the x coordinates. Okay, and this will represent the y coordinate. Okay, in the bracket, if you are going to represent a coordinate pair or a Cartesian coordinate pair, what happens? The first one is for x and the second one is for the y. Okay, so we are going to write m1 and m1 के साथ x2 आएगा. Okay, m1 x2 plus m2 x1. Okay, understood? Now same way, just a minute. Okay, the same way you are going to write m1 plus m2, denominator will be same, and since we are going to represent the y coordinate, so we are going to write about y2 plus m2 y1. Now understood? And okay, now similarly, when this P point is external, when P is externally dividing AB. Okay, when P is externally dividing AB, then the formula will be what? Then x comma y. Then how you are going to represent? M1 minus M2. Okay, understood? And see, now you have to remember here the see. M1 minus x2. You have to write M1 first and then M2. Okay? M1, M2. M1 minus M2 and M1 x2 minus M2 x1. Okay? Now, comma. And the second one will be M1 minus M2 and it will be M1 y2 minus M2 y1. Okay? Understood? Now, this is your section formula. Okay? Both are the same formula, only when P is dividing externally, the sign will be from from plus, you are going to convert it to minus. Okay. Now, let's see some questions. Okay, one question we have done. Now, let's see this question here. Okay. Now, see here. Okay, in what ratio does the point minus 4,6 divide the line segment joining the points A, 6,10 and B? Now here, if you draw the diagram, so point A, point B and point P. Okay, you can, from the measurement only, you can tell, from the coordinates of pair only, you can tell which point is which. Okay, so it is minus 6 comma 10. Minus 6, if we go to the negative side, then minus 4 will come here. Okay, and here it will be 3 comma minus 8. Okay, now you have to tell that what is the value of m1 and what is the value of m2. Okay, now two way are here to do the, to solve this problem. Okay, first we will do the first way. Okay, the general way from what you have learned till now. Okay, and one special case that how you are going to solve it, I will tell you after this. Okay, now, so first of all, we are going to apply what section formula here. Yes or no, Shazan?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so from the section formula, what we can write, that minus 4 comma 6 is equal to m3 x2 m1. Yes, minus, why I'm writing minus, because it is minus, actually it is plus only, plus minus 6, that's why. Okay, m2. Okay, now m1 plus m2. Okay, understood? Now here comma, and it will be what, minus 8 m1. Okay, plus 10 m2 upon m1 plus m2. Okay, now you are going to come, since this is for the x coordinate, this is for the y coordinate, so we are going to compare it with the x. We are going to compare it with the y. Okay, इसको आप x से compare करोगे और इसको जो है y के साथ compare करोगे. Okay, now on comparing you can say, okay, minus 4 is equal to 3 m1 minus 6 m2 upon m1 plus m2. Okay, this will be here. Now you have to do cross multiplication, so it will be what, minus 4 m1 minus 4 m2 is equal to 3 m1 minus 6 m2. Okay, m1 you can bring on one side, m2 you can bring on the another side. Okay, so if you're going to bring m1 on one side, minus 4 m1 minus 3 m1 is equal to minus 6 m2 plus 4 m2 minus 4 m2. Okay, plus 4 m2. Okay, so it will be what, 7 m1. Yes, and it will be minus 2 m2. Yes, am I right? Now this minus, and here also minus is there, so minus minus can be cancelled. Okay, so if I am taking m1 by m2 ratio, it will be 2 by 7. Yes or no? Okay, so we have got the ratio of m1 is to m2 is equal to 2 is to 7. Okay, now you can verify that is it correct or not by comparing the second one. Okay, 6 को से compare करके. Okay, now I'm writing with another pen. 6 is equal to what, minus 8 m1 minus 8 m1 plus 10 m2 plus 10 m2 upon m1 plus m2. Okay, now we are going to bring it in the ratio. So 6 is equal to minus 8. We are going to divide the term with m2. Okay, so it will be m1 by m2 plus 10 m2 by m2. Yes, so it will be cancelled. m1 by m2. Just a minute. Okay, m1 by m2 plus m2 by m2. Okay, so this will be cancelled here. 6 is equal to minus 8. m1 by m2 you can write it what, as 2 by 7.
2 by 7.
Yeah, so we are going to write
And ma'am, why are plus m2 by m2?
m2 से divide किया है.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, we are dividing numerator and denominator, but you cannot just do with one term. Okay, if you are going to do with one term, that will give you a different value. Okay, so in this way, when you are doing with all the terms, your value will not be altered. Okay, so we are doing the same thing with numerator and denominator. तो पूरे term को m2 से divide करना होगा. Okay, so m2 by m2 will give you 1. Okay, and here m2 by will be again 2 by 7 plus 1. Yes or no? Now if you are going to solve it, so it will be 6 minus 16 plus 70 upon 2 plus 7. Okay, 7 will be cancelling. Okay, I'm taking the new, I'm taking the, cancel LCM and then I'm cancelling it. Okay, now this is your 70. Okay, don't get confused. Okay, so it is 54 upon 9. Okay, so what we have got, 6. 6 is equal to 6. So it is verified because 6 is equal to 6. If different value will come, then it is verification is wrong. That means 2 by 7 is not the ratio. Okay, so we have got the ratio, that is m1 is to m2 is what, 2 is to 7. Understood? Yes or no, Shazan?
Yes,
okay, now what is the alternate method? I'll show you. You can see here the alternate method. So what we are going to do, we are going to assume that we don't know the ratio and we have to find out the ratio. Now what we are going to do, we are going to assume that this P point is going to divide the line AB in the ratio K is to 1. Okay, understood? It is going to divide the line segment in the ratio K is to 1. Okay, now if we are already taking the ratio K is to 1, so instead of m1 we are going to write K, and instead of m2 we are going to write 1 in the same formula. Okay, you can see here. Okay, now we have got this. Just a minute. Okay, So what we have got, when you are going to keep the in the same what we have done, okay? So denominator m1 plus m2 will got k plus 1 and below k plus 1, okay?
Ma'am, which method is like more easier? Like that one? Ma'am, I feel like this one is more better than that one.
See, whichever way you feel like, you can do in that way. If you want to do in this way, there also the workload is same only, okay? And that also the workload is same only. You have to put
Ma'am,
things
I
in
actually understood the formula, but the sum which you solved, ma'am, I didn't get it the whole.
sum which is
Yes, ma'am. Can you do one more sum like that?
which type? Just now which I did.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I will explain with this only. Okay, when you are doing with the alternate method. Okay, I'll just draw it. Wait, I will not draw it. I will copy it. Take lesser time. Okay, everything will be copied. Okay, let it be. Okay, let me draw. Now this. And tomorrow I will start with your that some of your questions are there with histogram and all. Na? Mainly you have problem with your frequency pentagon, na? Polygon. Sorry. So I will explain that. Okay. Now we are assuming this k is to 1 is not given. Okay, Shazan? We are assuming that the ratio is k is to 1. Okay. Understood? Statement I am not writing. You can go through the statement from here. Okay. Now k is to 1. Now from section formula.
Ma'am, xy equal to
Yes.
m1 x2
minus 4 comma 6 you will write. Yes. And what? Say.
Ma'am, m1 x2
Yes,
plus m2 x1.
So here m1 is what? K.
K.
K multiplied by x2. x2 will be what? This B point. Okay. So k into 3. Yes. Plus m2 x1. Okay. So m2 is what? Minus 6.
M2 is 1.
Yes. M2 is 1.
Into minus 6.
That is 6. Okay. Now k plus 1.
K plus
okay?
1.
Similarly, we are going to do here also. So it will be k multiplied by minus 8. Yes. And
Yes,
plus 1 into 10. Okay. And here k plus 1. Okay. Understood now? Now,
Yes, ma'am, understood.
minus 4 comma 6. Now we are going to solve this. So we'll get 3k
And 3k
minus 6.
minus 6 divided by k plus 1.
K plus 1. And this will give you again minus
8k plus 10 divided by k plus 1.
K plus 1. Okay. Now, this is about the coordinate. Okay. We are talking about the coordinate. If you remember, when I used to teach in coordinate, if I'm writing x comma y is equal to 4 comma 3. So what that means? That x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 3. Yes or no? Shazan?
Yes, ma'am.
Doubt is me?
No, ma'am.
You know, we used to solve the equation also.
Yes, ma'am.
Like for example, if it was
Ma'am, okay, let's solve it further. I'm into further calculations.
okay for this. So again, we are going to do same thing. This is representing your x coordinate. Okay. I'll choose a different color. This is going to represent the x coordinate, and this is also representing the x coordinate. Okay. This is for the x coordinate. This is for the x coordinate. Okay. This is for the y coordinate, and this is for the y coordinate. You'll see a comma here. Okay. So we are actually comparing the Cartesian with the point value. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So this
4k minus 4k minus 4. Is it so?
4k. Okay. You are just
No, that after cross multiplication.
yeah, 4k minus 4 is equal to 3k minus 6. Okay. Now we can make all the k on one side. So what it will be? It will be 7k minus 7k is equal to minus 2. Okay. So k value will be what? Minus 2 by 7, not plus, because minus minus will be cancelled and it will be only plus. Sorry. Okay. Understood? So we have got the value of k as 2 by 7. So ratio will be what? 2 is to 7. Okay. It will not be 2 by 7 is to 1. Okay, it will be 2 is to 7. If we have got only k value as 2, then you can write 2 is to 1. Okay, but we have got
minus 4 into k plus 1. We will get minus 4 minus 1.
minus 4
Minus 4 and minus 4k and minus 4.
This line.
Oh, I understood better.
Have you understood? Okay, so it will be 2 is to 7, the ratio. Now you can verify your answer. How can you verify your answer? You have to, what you have to do, you are going to compare for the y, and then you are going to keep the value of k as 2 by 7. Okay, now, okay, so what is here? 6. 6 is equal to minus 8k plus 10 upon k plus 1. Yes, we have got this. Now instead of k, we are going to write 2 by 7. So 6 is equal to minus 8 into 2 by 7 plus 10 upon 2 by 7 plus 1. Okay. Now same way, again, we have already seen the value of this when we are going to multiply. Okay. See, the same we have done here also. Yeah, no? See, we have got 54 by 9. This is the same, 54 by 9. So we have got 54 by 9. If you are going to again solve it, so you will get 6 is equal to 6. So here it is verified. So the ratio will be, you can write that P divides divides the line segment AB in the ratio 2:7. Okay, understood, Shazan?
Yes, ma'am, understood.
Okay, now do one question. Okay, wait.
Okay, ma'am.
This is the same question. Okay, I'll just give you a little hint because this is some type of question. Okay, you can solve variety of questions. Okay, now different types of problem based on section formula. That how you're going to solve your these problems based on your section formula. Now, first type of problem is that to show that collinearity using section formula. Collinearity means the 3 points are in one line. Okay, now how can you show that the points are collinear? Okay, to show collinearity, okay, collinearity doesn't only depend on for 3 lines only. Okay, it depends on 4, 5, 6 points. Okay, so but the minimum requirement is 3 points. Okay, and to show collinearity of points, say A, B, and C by section formula, first assume that C divides AB in the ratio of k:1, like we did right now. Okay, then write coordinates of C by section formula and then equate it to original X and Y coordinates of C separately. If value of K from both equations is same, then A, B, C are collinear, otherwise not. Have you understood what I said?
Ma'am, to be honest, I didn't get it.
Okay, what you have to do, just now, like way we have solved the problem, what we did, AB was given and C point, the one which is dividing the line segment. Okay, so we are going to assume that that point which is dividing the line segment AB, it is going to divide it in the ratio k:1. Okay, so what you are going to do, you are going to find out that point. Okay, वो point जो आपका divide कर रहा है k:1, it is given. ये point आपको given है. See in the diagram, you see C is given, -1 from the question, C minus all the 3 points are given. Okay, so you, from the section formula, you are going to write the value of this X and Y. Okay, now then you will compare the X value with this. Okay, see here. Okay, you are going to do also the sum. Okay, and then you will understand this. ये -1 को इससे compare किया गया, इस 1 को इससे compare किया. Okay, and if you get the value of K same, okay, if you get the value of K same in both the situation, 2/7, 2/7, 5, 5, 7, 7, 1, 1, 2, to whatever value you are getting of K when you are comparing X coefficient, when you are comparing the X coordinate and when you are comparing the Y coordinates. If you get the value of K same, then the points are collinear. If you don't get the value of K same, then the points are non-collinear. Okay, now try to do this question. Have you understood the steps?
Yes, ma'am.
Clear na? So do one question, then it will be very clear. It will be practice for your collinearity also, and you will also practice that how you have to use the section formula.
Okay, ma'am, I'll try.
Then you will get stuck and solve it. Do it. And after this, if you want, so I can solve your that question, histogram one that you were asking, because no other student has joined. I can explain you that question. But first, let the recording start. What I wanted to do.
Ma'am, can you use the formula that K into 1?
I'm writing here. Okay.
You can write the formula.
You know a section formula? You have to apply the section formula only. I'm writing the section formula here. Okay. X comma Y is equal to, I'm mentioning the section formula. M1 X2 plus M2 X1. Here M1 and M2 you are going to assume as K and 1. Okay. This is the section formula. Should I tell?
No, I'm writing like time.
Do it. Because you will need time, at least 5 to 6 minutes. Is required for your calculation and all everything.
I mean, multiply na M1 and M2, like M1 and X2 and all.
Yeah, M1 and X2 you are going to multiply. Here, M1 and X2 you are going to multiply. This term is multiplying and this term is but in between you are going to add it. Okay.
This M1 and M1 will be for X, and then M1 and M2 will be for Y.
M1 and M1.
No, in the formula.
Yeah, tell me in the formula what?
Ma'am, I've done till here -1 and 1 equal to 1 M1 minus 3 M2 divided by M1 plus M1 and comma 3 M1 minus 1 M2 divided by M1 plus M2.
Okay, I am doing, okay, and you just check, okay? So what is your point here? A, B, and C, okay. This is -1 comma 1, okay? So it will be equal to what? M1, I'm taking at K, and X2 is what? X2 will be 1. So 1K will be K plus M2 is 1 and X1 is -3. So it will be -3. Yes, and it will be K plus 1, comma. M1 is K and Y2 is 3. So it will be 3K. Have you got this only?
Yes, ma'am.
This one. -1 comma 1 is equal to K minus 3, I think. And it will be K plus 1.
Yes, ma'am.
3K minus 1 upon K plus 1. Okay. Now you're going to compare. This is the value of X and this is the value of X. So -1 is equal to K minus 3 upon K plus 1, which is going to imply that minus K minus 1 is equal to K minus 3. Okay. So you're going to bring K on one side and this on one side. Okay. So -1 plus 3 is equal to k plus k. So what you will get? You will get 2k is equal to 2. Yes. So what we have got? We have got the value of k as 1. Okay. Now for another value for x, for y, 1. Sorry. Yeah, I can write here 1 because we have got 1 here. Different color I will use. 1 is equal to 3k minus 1 upon k plus 1. Okay, which implies that k plus 1 is equal to 3k minus 1. Okay, so we'll bring the k on one side and 1 on one side. Okay, plus 1 is equal to 3k minus k. Okay, so again what you have got? You have got 2k is equal to 2, which implies k is equal to 1. You get the value of k is equal to 1 here also. You get the value of k is equal to 1 here also. Therefore, the points are collinear. Since in both the value of k is same, so C divides AB in the ratio 1:1. So CB जो है आपका C जो है divide करेगा line segment. I'm writing line here, but you write line segment AB in ratio 1:1. And since both are same, therefore they are collinear. Okay, understood, Shazan? Now, Shazan, are you there?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Understood or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Shall I explain it again?
No, ma'am, I got it.
Okay. So for 10th question, I'm leaving it here only, and I will tell you that question. You wanted to know about this question frequency. Now this one 34. This question 34. You are having doubt?
Yes, 34 and 15.
34 and
15.
15. Okay. So first
Ma'am, ma'am, instead of that 34, ma'am, there is one OR option is also there. Can you show what that OR option?
So, और ऑप्शन तो आपका बहुत इजी है और तो ऑप्शन करेक्ट बट समटाइम you can get both the question with okay, so you should know about frequency because it is not tough. Okay, and this one is the most easiest one, the OR question. What information is given in this bar graph? Tell me what information is given in this bar graph. See the bar graph and tell me what information is given.
There's ma'am, coal production is given and the state which
coal production by different state in the year 1992 to 1994 it is given, 1991 to 1993 and 1993 to 1994. This is given information. Okay, now which two states have same production in 1993 to 1994? दो स्टेट ऐसे बताओ जो कि सेम प्रोडक्शन किए हैं 93 to 94. Now remember the year. Now tell me which two states are there which have produced in 1993 to 4 same coal production.
What, ma'am? Question again.
See the question number 2, part 2.
Two states have the same production in 1993 and 1990. Ah, I got it.
Now you tell me which two states are there.
1993. I don't see any.
Bihar and MP.
Yeah, Bihar and Madhya Pradesh.
1983, 1994, they have the same production of coal, that is 80. Okay, ये देखो 80 है. Okay, Bihar and MP. Just by looking at the graph, you have to answer it. Name the state having same production in both the years. Okay, both the years. State which is having same production in both the years. Which state? Shazan, which state? Don't take so much.
My brother is right here, so he's disturbing. Wait, I'll just open the question paper.
It is UP. My screen is not visible. It's not big enough.
No, ma'am, it's visible. Wait.
You don't
Now
need
answer the
to
question.
question paper. It's UP. See, in UP, both the bars are same at the same level. That is 10. Okay, so in UP, the coal production from 1982 to 3 and 1983 to 4 was same. Okay, so that is the answer. For this, it is UP. This is Bihar and MP coal production from here. Okay, now go to question number 34, the frequency polygon. Okay, now if you see here this question, okay, I will tell you in the tomorrow class. Okay, that this type of is what you call it, just let me see, exclusive class interval. Okay, in this type of interval this 10 is not included. Okay, we want the continuous one. ये continuous नहीं है, दो तरह के होते हैं, continuous, एक discontinuous. So this is discontinued. You can see 1:10. Now another one is not starting from 10, it is starting from 11. So if you see this type of class interval, so first you have to make it continuous. अब इसे continuous कैसे बनाएंगे? ठीक है, continuous क्या करोगे, कैसे बनाओगे? इसकी पहले वाली की लोअर लिमिट लोगे और इसकी जो है अपर लिमिट लोगे, इसको माइनस करोगे. सो 11 minus 10, व्हाट यू गेट 1. इसको डिवाइड करोगे 2 से, यू विल गेट 0.5. अब इस 0.5 को पहले वाले इंटरवल में सबट्रैक्ट करोगे और लास्ट वाले इंटरवल में ऐड करोगे. ओके, जस्ट सी. सो अभी न्यू इंटरवल आपका क्या बनेगा शजान? जस्ट लुक एट हियर. ओके, द न्यू इंटरवल दैट यू विल गेट. पूरी जगह है. ओके, द न्यू इंटरवल. अभी रुको, मैं क्वेश्चन, व्हाट वाज योर क्वेश्चन, मैं कर लेती हूँ. 1 to 10. ठीक है, 1 to 10 है, 11 to 20 है, 21 to 30 है, 31 to 40 है. कौन कौन से इंटरवल है? 31 to ये 40 होगा, ये गलत लिखा गया. 10 40 है, 41 to 50 है, 41 to 50 है, और यहाँ पे तुम्हारा क्या है, 51 to 60 है. ओके, ठीक है ना, यही है ना? अभी इस क्वेश्चन को समझ लो थोड़ा डिटेल में, जब तुम्हें पूरा सारी चीजें होंगी ना. ओके, नाउ व्हेन यू आर गोइंग टू डू दैट, ओके, सो वी आर गोइंग टू इंक्लूड वन मोर. ओके, व्हाट इज दैट? -9.5, क्योंकि ये 1 से स्टार्ट है, ठीक है, इसलिए -9.5 टू 0.5. ओके, एक इंटरवल ऊपर भी जाओगे, एक इंटरवल नीचे भी एक्स्ट्रा बढ़ाओगे. क्यों? क्योंकि जब हम 0.5 यहाँ पे ले लेंगे, क्या
How -9.5?
0.5 0.5. ओके, ये जो 0.5 आया है ना शजान, ठीक है, ये अपर लिमिट, लोअर लिमिट में, इस वाले लिमिट में, ये लोअर लिमिट में सब्ट्रैक्ट करोगे, ठीक है, और ये 0.5 अपर लिमिट में ऐड करोगे सबके.
Ma'am, 11 minus 10 minus 1/2. Why did you do that? Ma'am, 1/2 I'm asking where it came from.
What you are asking? Now tell me what you are asking. ये 9.5 to 0.5 क्यों लिया है ना?
नहीं ma'am, I'm asking that 1/2 ma'am, from where it came from. 11 minus 10 minus 1/2 I'm asking that.
अच्छा ये बताओ शजान, तुम्हें डिसकंटिन्यूअस वाला बताया टीचर ने?
मैम उन्होंने बताया ही नहीं फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल इस चैप्टर को रिलेटेड कुछ भी, बस मैम सैंपल पेपर दे दिया एंड मैं चैप्टर कंप्लीट नहीं है और ही इज डूइंग रिवीजन. मैम आई डोंट नो व्हाई हाउ.
स्टैटिस्टिक पढ़ाया ही नहीं है इस क्लास में.
मैम स्टार्टिंग में वो सिग्मा वाला पढ़ाया गया था, वो सिग्मा एफएक्स वैसे वाला वो समझ में आ गया था, बस उतना ही तक था.
मीन मीडियन मोड मींस,
हां,
और ये नहीं पढ़ाया उन्होंने.
नहीं मैम.
तो बिना डिसकंटिन्यूअस करे, तो ऐसा करो, तुम वेट करो, कल क्लास में मैं इंट्रोड्यूस करूंगी डिसकंटिन्यूअस और कंटिन्यूअस. ओके, विदाउट डिसकंटिन्यूअस यू कैन नॉट सॉल्व दिस क्वेश्चन, इसीलिए मैंने कल बताया नहीं था, बिकॉज देयर आर टू थिंग्स. हिस्टोग्राम बनाना इज नॉट टफ. ओके शजान, द मेन थिंग हियर इट इज टू थिंग. इट दिस इंटरवल, क्लास इंटरवल इज डिसकंटिन्यूअस, सो फर्स्ट यू हैव टू मेक इट कंटिन्यूअस, देन ओनली यू कैन सॉल्व योर हिस्टोग्राम. ओके, so let it be here only. I'll tell you tomorrow class what is. And question number 1 more you are asking, the 15th one. Now here you will see this is continuous, so this I will tell you. Okay, यहाँ पे जो है continuous है, देखो 440 से 460 interval, and the next interval is starting from 460 only. You see here 460 to 480, 480 to 500, 500 to 520, 520 to 540. All the interval has gap same and they are continuous. Okay, where it is leaving 460, from there only it is starting 460. Understood, Shazan? So this is continuous class interval. Okay. Now how you are going to solve for continuous? It is, first of all, whenever you are going to solve this frequency polygon, okay, so you need to find out this class mark.
It's better that you explain it tomorrow with the means when you start this chapter. I first explain this only because ma'am he haven't explained about this and we are so confused for this one.
Okay, ये वाला भी समझ लो कि इसमें ज्यादा कुछ नहीं है, ठीक है. अगर नहीं समझ में आएगा तो फिर जब मैं फिर पढ़ाऊंगी तो हो जाएगा, ठीक है. क्लास इंटरवल, वैसे टाइम भी हो गया है. ओके, let us stop early. Okay, okay, class mark you have to find out. Class marks उसे कहते हैं, ठीक है. What is there? ये अभी समझ लो खाली class marks. Upper limit plus lower limit by 2. Okay, class marks you have to find out when you are going to, क्योंकि जो हिस्टोग्राम, जो फ्रीक्वेंसी पॉलीगन बनता है ना, जो हिस्टोग्राम बना आपका ना, हिस्टोग्राम इसका मिड पॉइंट लेकर के इसको ज्वाइन करना होता है, ठीक है. तो ये मिड पॉइंट निकालने के लिए, सब कोऑर्डिनेट निकालने के लिए ये काम होता है. अपर लिमिट प्लस लोअर लिमिट बाय 2. ओके, अंडरस्टूड. तो यहाँ पे अपर लिमिट अगर पहले के लिए देखो तो 440, सॉरी, अपर लिमिट 460 बाय 440, सो इट विल बी 460 प्लस 440 बाय 2. सो व्हाट यू विल गेट? 0, 10.
I'm 0, 10 and 9.
So you get 450. Yes. So this is your class mark for the first row. यहाँ पे एक और मार्क बनाओगे और यहाँ पे क्लास मार्क लगाओगे और यहाँ पे लिखोगे 450, ठीक है. और जब भी तुम ग्राफ ड्रॉ करोगे तो क्लास मार्क और नंबर ऑफ मंथ्स में ड्रॉ, सॉरी, ये कॉस्ट ऑफ लिविंग इंडेक्स और नंबर ऑफ मंथ्स में जब करोगे ना, सो ये कोऑर्डिनेट जो तुम्हारा होगा यहाँ पे, ये हो जाएगा तुम्हारा, डिपेंड करता है कि तुम क्या चीज एक्स एक्सिस पे लेते हो. आई एम अज्यूमिंग दैट आई एम टेकिंग द नंबर ऑफ मंथ्स ऑन एक्स एक्सिस, तो इफ आई एम टेकिंग, सॉरी, ऑन वाई एक्सिस, सो नंबर ऑफ मंथ्स में वाई एक्सिस पे ले रही हूँ, तो ये हो जाएगा 450 अपॉन 2. This is your first coordinate. Similarly, I'll find out the second coordinate. ये वैल्यू निकालूंगी क्लास मार्क की, and after that comma 4. ठीक है. This was continuous, so we have to do this.
Comma 4 में भाई, comma 4. अच्छा, number of months, so it depends on the number of months.
Yeah. ये जो सेकंड वाला है ना, ये मैं जब एक्सप्लेन, चलो मैं तुम्हें क्लास में कलेक्ट एक्सप्लेन कर दूंगी, ठीक है.
अच्छा, I'm understood means like can you show the graph? Can you show the graph?
तो यहाँ पे अभी बना हुआ नहीं. You have to show, you have to draw the.
नहीं ma'am, the histogram. What's that? I'm so sorry that I said graph. The histogram, which is
histogram also you have to make it only, na. I'm not.
No ma'am, this only the table. And for to find the number of this one, to find the second one, we need to add up 460 plus 440 divided by 4.
Yeah, 480 plus 460 upon 2. Okay. ये प्लस ही होता है
अपॉन 4.
लोअर लिमिट, या अपर लिमिट प्लस लोअर लिमिट बाय 2 इट इज. ओके, सो इफ यू ऐड 480 प्लस 460 डिवाइड बाय 2.
बट मैं व्हाई डिड आई से 4 over there, like
you have to find that midpoint. Okay, अभी इसका हिस्टोग्राम अगर तुम ड्रॉ कर दो, ठीक है. You don't have any other class after this, ना?
Ma'am, I have a concept class for 9th chemistry.
So your almost time is there.
I should go.
Okay.
Much better explain class number.
यहाँ पे जब आप हिस्टोग्राम अगर ड्रॉ करोगे ना शाजान, देखो ये 450 से है, कहाँ से स्टार्ट है? 440 से, 440, 460, 480, ठीक है, 500 हो जाएगा ना. मैं बस थोड़ा सा ड्रॉ करके दिखा रही हूँ, ठीक है. और यहाँ फ्रीक्वेंसी 1 2 3 4 5 मैं ऐसे ले लेती हूँ, ठीक है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल. सो पहले 440 टू 460 2 है, ठीक है, ये 2 है. उसके बाद आपका है 460 टू 480 4 है, ठीक है. अब 480 टू 500 जो है वो 3 है. ये बनेगा हिस्टोग्राम, ठीक है. अब क्या होता है, जो आपको फ्रीक्वेंसी पॉलीगन बनाना है, इसका मिड पॉइंट चाहिए होता है, इसका मिड पॉइंट चाहिए होता है, ठीक है. ये मिड पॉइंट ज्वाइन होता है, ये फ्रीक्वेंसी पॉलीगन होता है, ठीक है. तो ये फ्रीक्वेंसी पॉलीगन ही डायरेक्ट इसका कोऑर्डिनेट फाइंड करने के लिए हम ये करते हैं काम, क्लास मार्क. तो क्लास मार्क से क्या होता है, ये देखो 450 आया तो 440 और 460 के बीच में 450 आ जाएगा. अब यहाँ 460 के 480 के बीच में निकालोगे ना, ये मार्क क्लास मार्क निकालोगे तो यू विल गेट 470. अब इसी तरह से यहाँ पे निकालोगे, सो व्हाट यू विल गेट 490, ठीक है. तो ये कोऑर्डिनेट तुम्हें मिल जाएगा, अंडरस्टूड. एंड आफ्टर दैट यू कैन प्लॉट द पॉइंट्स. और ये यहाँ कुछ नेगेटिव से स्टार्ट होगा, तो ये ज्वाइन करके, इसीलिए ये एक्सट्रैक्ट किया जाता है. यहाँ पे कहाँ गया, यहाँ पे जो मैं बता रही थी, ये जो मैं ऊपर वाला ले रही थी ना, ये एक्स्ट्रा, ये एक्चुअली यही था, क्योंकि वो तुम्हारा नीचे से बिलो से स्टार्ट हो फ्रॉम द ग्राफ. ओके, सो ये आपका पूरा नीचे से लेकर के पूरा ऊपर जाएगा, पूरा एक एक्सीड पॉइंट से. ओके, और एक्चुअली ये 1 को आप 0.5x माइनस कर रहे हो ना, तो ये एक एक्स्ट्रा पॉइंट जाता है. ओके शजान, सो टुमारो यू ज्वाइन द क्लास ऑन टाइम और ये कंप्लीट कर लो, ठीक है, बिकॉज यू आर हैविंग आई थिंक ओनली 3 लेक्चर्स बिफोर योर एग्जाम.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'll try to complete at least your this graphical one. Okay, I'll try to complete. Okay, sigma वाला तो समझ में आ गया, तुम्हें नहीं होगा तो brief description दे दिया जाएगा, but this graphical one I will solve. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Bye.
No, every chapter is clear, ma'am. Just I'm having a little bit doubt in lines and angles that I'm actually practicing, and ma'am, I'm having doubt in this statistics as well.
So statistic I will start. You only said that okay, ma'am. Statistic I will do. So I didn't think.
Ma'am, so I didn't knew that this frequency polygon and all will be there.
So okay, I will tell you about frequency polygon tomorrow. Okay. First, I will tell you about discontinuous and continuous because that is important. Okay, and after that, I will explain you, because if you come to know that what is discontinuous and what is continuous, this frequency polygon is not a tough one. Okay, ये tough one नहीं है. The main thing you should know to make this continuous. Okay, because in the
No, every time will not get an OR option.
Yes, in every question maybe you get an OR option, but not in this frequency polygon question where there's a discontinuous. Okay, and actually your teacher has given this OR option because they have not taught this, so most of the students is going to go for the second one.
Yes, that's more easier.
Yes, that is easier also. Okay, the second one. In fact, if these two questions will exactly come in exam, so you go for the second part. Okay, because that is the easiest one.